as we all know, lived in experience is a lot better than, hiding behind a paper like I wanted to. To be honest with you, today I wanted to just drop off these shirts, and just go home and isolate, but God had other plans. So in 2003, I lost my dad to alcoholism, and so I was sitting there and I was struggling with anger. I was frustrated, I was mad, and I became a very violent individual to where I would just, if I could get my hands on it, I was gonna take it. It didn't matter what it was. As long as I could escape the reality of my dad being gone, my superhero, the person that I love more than anything. Because there was a time there where my dad and I separated. My mom didn't want us around my dad because he's an alcoholic. He drank too much. And the last interaction was kind of abusive. Fast forward 26 years later, I get a text message from my brother yesterday saying, "Hey, can you call me?" I answer, I give my brother a call because it's rare. We don't really talk. And I found out that my mom's dying. And so I go back to Muskegon, and I'm thinking to myself, man, what are the odds, right? What are the odds that I'm finally fulfilling my purpose, right? That the same issue that I tried to avoid when I was 13 years old is now when I'm a 36-year-old man. You see, because I have two options, right? I could sit there, I can go isolate, I could have not have came up here, but there's somebody in this room that needs to hear that recovery is real. So I stand before you, a man that got to sit next to his mom, as broken as it made me on the inside, knowing that every part of my being of who I used to be, I used to go run and get high about this stuff. I used to run and go get drunk about this stuff. I used to crash out about this stuff. I'd find the closest vulnerable person and rip them apart about this stuff. But the new individual that stands before you, I got to go pray for my mom. I got to tell my mom, who saw me in active addiction, who saw me rip my life apart. I mean, I was an all-state athlete. I was a semi-pro athlete. I was the man, back in my city. And she saw me fall so hard where police officers are knocking on the door. Say, "We don't know where your son's body is." So I put my mom through the ringer, I went to Western Michigan Adult Teen Sales, and I told her, I was like, "Mom, I want to get my life around. I just want a relationship with you. I want you to know that, that your prayers are answered." And well, my mom's a very private person. She isolated from me, and we didn't have a relationship, but I got to go pray for my mom, right? So I let all that bitterness go. I said, "Mom, I forgive you. And I want you to know that I'm fulfilling the purpose of my life right now. Because I'm no longer an addict. I'm no longer stuck on those things that I used to be stuck on." You see, instead of running away from the issues, I faced it. I let it go. And see, that's what I love about the opportunity that I have, because it's not about me. It's not about me anymore. It's about the person sitting in front of me. It's about helping that individual finding who they are again. It's about reclaiming that victory in life. It's not about the paycheck. It's not about the pride complex. It's not about being about the dude that got to be like, "Yeah, I did it, dog. It's because of me." I went through everything that I went through alone, so the person right next to me will never have to feel that way. And I'm happy about that. I'm proud about that. And I got to say goodbye to my mom last night, letting her know that her son that fell flat on his face, that everybody said would amount to nothing, did something with his life. And for anybody that's in this room that's struggling with the same complex, that's struggling with drugs, that thinks that they can't overcome these same obstacles, and maybe your obstacles are different, take it from somebody that's going through it right now, that's facing it regardless.